Hello, I'm Daniel, Justin from Playing Board Games, joining me as you have for like several months now. This has been a great time. I hope everyone watching has been enjoying it, and you too, of course, Justin.
Oh yeah, no, I hate Arkham. No, this has been hell. This has been hell.
I mean, you keep drawing these auto fails, and
Yeah.
I dodged them.
Yeah, no, I mean, if there's anyone who could, it's like like there's that picture of like the soldier and the kid's sleeping and like the arrows are going in his back. It should just be like you and then me with auto fails, just like coming at me. That seems very apt to that last scenario, anyway.
But it's been going well otherwise. Like we've completed
Mhm.
the scenarios pretty well, so
Yeah,
we
no,
continue
I
on.
am having a great time. I am having a great time.
All right, it's nice that we get to play with decks of our. Well, I mean, we're doing this little challenge, right, where we're kind of first or more or less first trying to put all the XP into our customizable cards. And you haven't seen mine yet, so I finally did put in this hyper physical shotcaster. The one problem with it at the beginning was that I got the maimed hand as a weakness. So
Mm-hmm.
while I have put in 2 XP to make this a reality collapser to discard weaknesses from play, which might be kind of fun. I did also need to put in a bandolier to kind of, I don't know, even use these cards. Like I need a weapon, I need um, to hold these things, and then I don't want the main hand just to kick these things out unnecessarily. It might happen though, but um, okay, that's that. I also put in a copy of leadership, so I think that was
Yeah,
six XP.
yeah, you were saying you wanted resources, and with practice makes perfect, and
Mhm.
also just me, that does seem really good.
Yeah. The other thing was I dumped the 2 copies of Well Dressed, which, while I liked the card a lot, it was kind of sitting in my hand for a while. I've kept the
Yeah,
Interrogate for now, but they probably go next. Your clue
nice.
gathering has been ramping up, so
Yeah. Speaking of ramping up, we have ramped up damning testimony to full XP. I hit my first of the 10,
okay.
so that's pretty exciting. We added the extort, which is going to allow me to also evade enemies, which while isn't like super great in a pinch, it can probably be like it can change the order of how we approach our turn. So I think it's going to be very nice. It's going to happen at least once where it's going to be relevant in this campaign. So pay attention to that.
Yeah. Okay.
I also put the remaining 3 experience into force of habit. So now I get to take 2 actions instead of 1. Um, and then for people keeping track at home, I need 1 XP in Honed Instinct. I have 9 XP currently in here.
Mhm.
And I have in Friends in Low Places, we only have 5. So I still need to do 5 more in there. But what's important is I've hit this threshold where now I can start putting in other cards, which you can see down here. I want to get like some maybe like a watch this, a lucky cigarette case, and then like maybe some more card draw. So I'm feeling pretty good about how things are looking.
Yeah, we've been talking a bit off camera about how this challenge, because we've, just kind of told each other we would like to put most of our XP into those cards first. That unless you draw them, it's like you're running
Yep.
a level 0 deck.
Yes. Yeah. It's crazy because it's like for you, uh, I mean, you've been kind of spreading it out a bit differently than I have. You've been kind of picking up other things, but like for my deck, I have 2 Walter Fitzpatricks and then 7 cards now with XP. So 9 of my 30 cards, well, my 30, I have a bunch of cards, are just like level 0 cards. So
Oh, I don't think
it's a very interesting feeling.
I think this is the very first time I put anything but XP into those cards.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have anything
For some
else.
reason, I
Oh no,
thought
the
you've been poking at
Bruiser.
others.
The Bruiser was the first upgrade. You're right. Very first
Yeah.
thing I did was the Bruiser. But other than that, everything else has been level 0.
Maybe the Bruiser's just been so impactful that I've been feeling it more. A lot more impactful than Walter Fitzpatrick. He's been good, but he's a specialist card.
Yeah.
Kind of neutral.
In fact, the definition of neutral.
Yeah.
All right. We're playing scenario 2C. So we're getting, which scenario is this? We're done 5? Is this the 5th one?
This is scenario 5, yeah.
Okay. We're halfway through, more than halfway. Okay. Bleeding Hearts. Rarely in Wonderland do you see anything uniform or well ordered, so it strikes you especially strangely when you happen across a grove of trees that have grown inexplicably into heart shapes. The glade itself is also shaped like a heart, tapering inward toward an especially large tree with a red door embedded in it. Whoever or whatever created this grove may be able to help you in stabilizing Alice's dreams. You step through the door without delay. The other side of the door might as well have been another world, as it leads to a vast garden surrounding an enormous castle. The same heart patterns adorn each flower bed and topiary bush, most decorated bright in a bright red color. You have only a moment to consider who would be so fixated on hearts before a platoon of strange figures approach you. The figures look like playing cards in all four suits, but with each with heads, hands, and feet. We've seen these guys before. The fact that they brandish spears at you vindictively takes some of the humor out of their appearance. You raise your hands to diffuse the situation just as the ranks of cards part. Another regal figure walks proudly but aggressively toward you. From her appearance and connecting the look of the castle around you, it could only be the Queen of Hearts. She keeps her jaw tightly clenched as she regards you with suspicion. After a few moments, she begins to speak in a tone that suggests inner rage. And who are you to intrude upon my castle? She accuses gruffly. Just the sort of unseemly type to skulk and thieve. You try to smooth things over with the intimidating monarch, but she scoffs openly at you. Don't contradict a queen. You appear scant moments after my tarts were stolen away, on my unbirthday no less, and you try to claim coincidence? Rubbish and lies. Off with your head! She storms away, still bellowing for blood, and her entourage of soldiers merely bars your exit. You wait for a moment in confused silence as nobody attempts to take you away for execution. Either this is commonplace, or the executioner isn't a real go-getter. The Cheshire Cat appears beside you once more, watching the Queen and her soldiers depart. Heady times indeed, it purrs, and you have the great luck of being here at the crux of it. The Queen does love her tart so, nearly as much as she loves a good beheading. The cat's head floats away from its body as he speaks to punctuate his statement. They'll have a trial shortly, I should think, but were I you, I wouldn't want my name at the top of any lists. Blame is the name of the game at the Queen's Court, and you would do well to learn it quickly. But I have every confidence in you. You have a good head on your shoulders. For now. It vanishes once more with a wide grin, leaving you to figure out how best to save your neck from the headsman's axe. I think the answer is I'm Mark Harrigan and I have a gun.
Yeah, yeah. I will kill you to defend myself.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think we've done all of the setup here. We do have the Queen of Hearts and the King of Hearts in the throne room. We haven't looked at those cards yet, but we will in a second. We have a copy of Royal Suspicion in each investigator's threat area with 3 resources as blame, and that'll be that. Okay. So we're down here at the Rose Garden. There's ways to remove blame. We've got the croquet grounds, the hedge maze, the guard barracks. Just love this art here. The kitchens back there, the courtroom. If there's at least 2 blame, you can't enter. You can't enter the dungeons either.
Yeah, so that's for the dungeons, courtroom, kitchens, and barracks. They all have the same.
Mm,
We can't if we have a 2 blame on our card.
okay. And then in the throne room in the middle here, we've got the King of Hearts. Move. It's a parlay. Move up to 3 blame from your copy to another copy. That's really funny. Spend resources to remove blame. Okay, you could pay him off. And the queen is an enemy. She does have Hunter. So there's a lot of text here. Okay, she can't be damaged. If investigator of the Queen of Hearts location has 4 more blame, she loses aloof. If she's ready at your location, then you add a blame. If you successfully attack, she gets -3 evade for the rest of the phase. Add 1 blame. So we kind of want to just avoid her altogether, it sounds like,
Yeah.
if possible. Okay, agenda 1A, head games, a case of stolen tarts. You'd laugh if it weren't being pinned on you with the death penalty waiting. The majority of the guards are still allowing you to move about the castle despite the accusations, so you'll have to do your best not to arouse the court's wrath any further. At the end of the Mythos phase, if you have 7 or more blame, oh my god, don't do that. Get an additional encounter card. Lip service. The Queen of Hearts seems likely to decapitate everyone in sight if this theft isn't cleared up. First things first, namely getting access to the crime scenes to clear your name. How easy that would be if you weren't the current primary suspect in all this. So we need 2 or more restricted locations, those are the ones back here.
Yeah, the 4 back here.
Okay, if 2 of them are revealed, you must advance. Well, we'll do opening hands and see what we can do about this
Yeah.
business.
Get out of here, Samakona.
Um,
That seems pretty good.
I think we just need to find. I've seen those cards before, the card enemies. I think we just end up drawing our way through that stuff. That'll work.
My hand's not great, but I feel like I can adapt to what the scenario's asking of me to make it feel better.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's kind of the rogue way anyway.
Yeah.
You can do pretty much anything eventually. So, the double action here seems probably worth it at some point. I don't know how else we can remove blame.
Yeah, right now all we have is the King of Hearts and the Rose Garden. That's all we have currently.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I will go first.
Sure.
I will play everyone's favorite card,
Bruiser.
and then I will play this Hunter's Armor for 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
And it's kind of a weapon, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a weapon.
We'll get a resource for our last action.
Nice. All right, well, I'm going to spend 2 actions to rob a bank, and that's what they should be trying to kill me for.
Nice.
And I think I'm going to take all of it
That's fine.
just because I think I'm going to go pay myself down to 0 blame.
Okay.
Should have.
It is a
Oh,
parlay,
I should have 11.
which is pretty nice.
I don't want to move because the Queen of Hearts is going to just come right at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 and get some really not confident card draw online.
I forgot you had this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to move her to the croquet grounds or the? Is she
She
more like
go
it?
to the hedge maze. I was thinking of going this way.
All right.
One doom of 7, 48 encounter cards in there. And okay. I think we'll just take the initiative on this and go 6 to 3.
Seems good. Nice.
I don't like that, but okay. Anyway,
Test point 3. If there are no clues in your location, you cannot commit cards to this test. If you fail, take 1 horn, discard a card at random from your hand. Joke's on you, game. I don't like the cards in my hand.
there you go.
Nice. Let's lose. Where's the party?
All right. I might just do the 2 actions here and then move.
Seems good.
So I'll remove 1 blame and then I'm blameless. Here's another way to do it. You try to impress the courtiers to get them on your side. Test combat or agility 3. If you succeed, remove 1. If you fail by 2 or more, add 1 instead. That's funny.
You're so bad they hate you for it.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go 1, 2.
All right. What's in the throne room?
Let's see what's up here. It's I have to discover any number of clues on the throne room, add 1 blame to your copy of Royal Suspicion, or draw the top card of the encounter deck.
Okay.
I'm going to use a free parlay to spend, you heard it, 9 resources. But I'm now blameless.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lose my last action to hop up into the kitchens, I think.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go to the courtrooms because it means I'll draw damning testimony.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Victory.
Oh, look at that. I just got us free victory just by moving.
Okay.
All right.
So,
We probably want to move her down here.
exactly.
And then we can go upkeep.
Okay. uh This is a non-weakness treachery. Oh no, it is a weakness treachery. Oh well. That would have been kind of funny.
That would have been so funny. Just get rid of it with your shotcaster. Oh.
Any connecting location when it spawns, place one doom on court event or add. Yeah, one doom seems okay.
This motherfucker's about to die.
Sure is. Um, so I can't move. I could put it here, and then I could walk in after I do a test here.
Yep. And if not, I also can walk in for free as well.
All right, let's give him a doom.
Hey, she's
Yay!
honestly nice for them to actually be here on like turn 2 as opposed to turn 8.
The White Queen and the Queen of Hearts. They can do
How
some
you feel
battle.
about fighting 2 of these guys?
Good.
Yeah, they do have 1 health and 2 attacks, so. And for some reason, you actually don't get in trouble when you kill them.
Right. It feels
They
like
don't
it.
care about that. She just wants the tarts. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So I need to be able to pass this test first. I'm up to, I think. Mm, what's our bag look like?
Uh,
There's a tablet that's kind of bad, but I can use the Cheshire Cat for that.
yep. There's the
And
-4 and the -5 are the big ones.
oh, we just won't draw those.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I agree. Yeah,
-1.
nice,
Okay. So I remove one of these.
nice.
And then I move in here, engaging both of these idiots. After you evade or defeat the executioner, the what? Okay. Do we have to advance now? Yes.
Yes, we do.
You manage to ingratiate yourself with the Queen's court enough for the guards to ease up on their restrictions. I guess. Now that you have access to the more closely guarded parts of the castle, you can finally make some progress on tracking down the culprit. However, a greater problem has risen to light during your initial scouting the castle. Shadowy creatures lurk in the darker recesses of the castle, and often found wherever crumbs the tarts lie scattered. If Grathnika's minions are going to attack the castle, they are certainly biding their time. Sure. So we need to go back to the hedge maze and spend 6 clues. While the
Okay,
Queen's cronies have been quick about locking down the castle, they certainly haven't been thorough at their investigations. Between the missing tarts and the lurking threat of the shadows, finding the thief seems to be the key to both mysteries. Who'd have thunk it?
nice.
All right, I have 1 action remaining, and I have 5 to. Um, I'm thinking about doing something else, but do you want to keep any of them around?
No, not these guys. I have my own tricks.
Okay.
My hands rough, but I think I'll be able to just hopefully book V Shroud my way to victory.
Okay. Um, I think I do the interrogate,
Seems good.
and we're up to. I think I take the damage
Yeah, to draw the card. Seems
up
good.
4. Okay, we're good. Um, so we'll take 1 from here. Where should the other one come from? It could be here. It could also be the throne room.
Do you want to take the blame on that?
Or draw on a counter card. That seems like totally okay.
Yep. Yep.
Let's do it. Well, who knew that was going to happen?
Yeah. I gotta
Uh,
get some fine clothes. I gotta start blending in with these guys.
anyway, that's my turn.
All right, do you want
Oops,
me to come
come
help
back, come
you?
back. You could. This guy is the one I don't like. But at least one of the other ones is dying.
All right. Well, why don't we add some fuel to the fire and let's. There's a bunch of guys here. Let's ask where's the party.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know. I've never played this one.
Wow, all these guys just hit for 1, huh?
That's the thing is like they all have one horror, which is just
Oh, this guy hits for 2.
okay.
Yeah, why don't we just grab the Executioner?
After you evade or defeat the executioner at this location, we get a key. Yeah, that seems like
Yeah,
what.
that does seem pretty good. And then I gotta draw 2 cards.
Yeah,
But I also was engaged by an enemy, so I'm gonna play this Honed Instinct and get 2 more actions.
hell yeah.
So we have 4 actions remaining.
Mm-hmm. Because that was your parlay.
What can I do with that and 1 money? Do you want me to try to parlay with him?
Yeah, you have to engage him first and then parlay.
I have to be engaged with him? Do you have anything that helps with that?
Uh, Theoretically,
You can say no, it's okay.
I don't have the leadership. If that's what you're looking for,
Okay. Hmm,
I just don't want to take 3 horror. That's my only
yeah.
issue here.
Okay, well my turn's honestly kind of bad. We have to move away next turn, but that's okay.
So if you do engage and parlay, I don't know how you pass the test, but if you do, then
Yep.
it also evades her, which is really good.
Yeah.
But
So I have a Walter Fitzpatrick in my hand.
doesn't he cost
So I
like
could gain
3?
2 resources because I have 4 actions left. I could gain 2 resources. I can engage. I could parlay.
But you couldn't play him.
That's not bad. Pardon?
You couldn't play him though, right?
Oh no, no, because I have 4 actions and a parlay left.
Wasn't the where's the party the
Uh,
parlay?
no, I did an action for that.
Were you here? Did you move?
Oh, I guess I did move. I did move. So I am down 1. Okay. So then I have 4 actions left. So I can't. I mean, I could engage him and just take one of the horrors this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but then I have to lose 2 resources.
Yeah, that's also bad. I mean, I can tank it. It's just gonna be a little bit rough.
Yeah, it's a shame because having to use the hunter's armor for so much, right? Like having to do like maybe 1 or 2 and 2 or 1.
Mm-hmm.
I could gain a resource and do this instead, but I feel like Walter Fitzpatrick is the key to victory.
Seems like it.
Okay, well, I'm going to spend 3 of the actions and I'm going to play a Walter Fitzpatrick. I'm going to just engage one of these court sycophants instead.
Okay.
Because I think it's you'll take 2 horror. Losing the resources sucks, but I don't know if I want to take all that horror. So we'll go like that.
Okay.
And then I'll take 1 from here.
So she moves first.
Yeah.
All right. 1 horror kills this guy.
I got a frenzied.
Okay. And then I'll take a horror on me and then lose my resources. Oh,
If you wanted to, I have a frenzied to kill this court sycophant. You could potentially do that,
sure.
and we can get rid of that.
Let's see what else we got in the meantime.
Yep.
4 out of 7. Off with their heads. 1 doom on the executioner.
All right.
I do not have
Okay.
4 more play.
Test book 5, treating minus modifiers as plus and plus modifiers as minus. Icons come into this test, subtract from your total. If you succeed, lose 1 action. If you succeed by 2 or more, take 1 horror. If you fail, nothing happens.
Hilarious.
I'll go 3 to 5.
If you fail, nothing happens.
That's the elder sign, baby. That was an elder sign. Of note, I would have loved an elder sign there, but that's okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Um so I could think about this parlay myself.
Hmm.
because this is kind of bad for
Yeah, her
her.
coming in here. Yeah.
Hmm. What are you thinking?
Oh man, I mean, I'm gonna try to evade the executioner. I think we want to try to get this. If we can get that, that's really good,
But
right? We can
if
get the
I
second one of these.
if I do this, that does it too, right?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
could,
yeah.
it could,
I
or her.
I can help you with it. I can give you an icon. I don't think I have the ability to take advantage of this beguile right now.
Let's try that. So that could either evade him or her. How do we get the doom off of her? Him?
Kill him.
Do we want to do that right now?
I mean, we probably want to evade him and then defeat him, because then we can do both of these.
Mm-hmm. I can't do all of that.
No,
This
I mean, I
turn.
could try to evade him. I could
Okay, okay.
try.
If I evade him with,
Yeah,
sorry, do the parlay and somehow
yeah,
succeed,
yeah,
then she evades,
yeah, and we can just take time.
and then we can take one more time.
Yeah, that seems good.
Okay, let's try that. I'm sorry, hyperphysical shotcaster, but you are a wild icon on this.
Yeah,
So that puts me at 4. I might take the damage here. Give me
yeah.
up to
So go to 6.
6. How does that sound?
If I put you to 7, that beats everything, right? Except for you know who.
Right.
I guess the question is, do we feel like a beguile is better here? And I think the answer is it's kind of. I think we just have to get out of this situation. So
Okay.
I have 2 more. I can draw them.
Okay. So that puts me 5, 6, 7 on this parlay.
7 to 3.
Minus
It's a minus
4.
4.
Okay. That just succeeds.
Nice,
So this goes back in the deck,
nice.
and then we'll automatically evade the queen.
The executioner. Oh, the queen, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I will try to evade the executioner and hopefully not hurt myself too much.
Okay. Next, I will play this Remington for
Nice.
1, 2, 3. And then, okay, the frenzied is going to be 3 to 2. It might work. I can't afford to use anything else in my hand. Well, I could. I'm going to have to commit this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 to 2.
Okay. Ouch.
Well,
That's life.
yeah, fail by more than 1. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, I'm going to try to evade the executioner. We're going to go 5 to 2 with this string along. Nice. Put 1 on this. I'll
Mm-hmm.
draw a card. Very funny game. Well, I'm going to try to punch you. I mean, do I really try to punch you? No, I think I just try to evade you. 4 to 2. Are we going to advance?
No,
No. Okay. 4 to 2. That's pretty rough.
not great.
We'll go again. 4 to 2.
There we go.
Okay, cool. Not getting attacked. We can divvy these guys up. I mean, I'm going to take a damage from this, but it's going to go on Walter Fitzpatrick.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can have him ready.
I mean, I'll
The
take him.
sycophant readies. We go upkeep.
Now, who do you want to have this one?
Oh, well, this guy's aloof.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, 6 of 7.
Mhm.
Strange challenge. What a fun card.
Yeah.
If I
Uh,
fail, I take 2 damage. So just don't fail.
Also, during this lightning bolt window, I'm just going to play this friends in low places.
Go for it.
Fail to find.
Hmm. All right, I'll take the direct damage. 6, 7, 2, 4.
Nice.
Okay. Hmm.
Oh, this executioner's going hard.
Interesting. So now the
Okay.
queen is a bit of a problem.
Yes.
But we just take the extra, suspicion or something.
I can take the blame. Yeah. I mean, I can't reveal these two, but I mean, I could potentially. We could work it out. We have this as well, right?
Okay, so we want to kill this guy right now, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to
Did you want
require.
me to like engage him?
I don't think so, because I can use the hunter's armor to kill off this guy,
Okay. Yeah.
and then
Oh,
that.
so yeah, you just take the attack of opportunity.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think I just
That
do
seems
that.
pretty all right.
And then we fire with the Remington. Okay, we have 5, 6 to 3. We go 7 to 3 with the Bruiser.
Nice.
That's good for 1.
Nice.
And then we do the same thing. That is a -4. That's good.
Nice.
So this is just gone. And we do the thing. We get
Yeah. So we get a good
compassion.
compassion. That's
All
great.
right, that's my
That's a
whole
tough one
turn.
to get.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna try to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to go 4 to 3, but I think I am gonna move out of here. Okay, I'm gonna draw a card first. Well, this guy's running interference now.
Hmm.
Thank God I don't have any of my parlay synergy, huh? Look at that.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, this just means we don't
Um,
draw these cards later. That's the way I'm
yeah,
looking at
exactly,
this.
right? All right. I am gonna still try to investigate, I think. So we're just gonna go 4 to 3. I'm gonna go 5 to 3. Use this other Walter Fitzpatrick. Nice.
Nailed it.
Got victory.
We just need 3 more clues.
Okay, I think I can't take the blame just because I feel like I can then reveal these other locations.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move up here and I'm gonna let Zamakona attack me.
Ouch. Okay. So she moves, but she does not lose aloof. So all she does is add 1 more blame to my card.
Yes, yeah.
That's fine.
This guy's gonna attack me, and then he's gonna move here.
Sure.
And then upkeep, and then this guy readies.
All right. 5 out of 7. We got rid of all the doom.
Yep.
How interesting is this? I think I do the full wheel.
Yep.
Okay. So we got
It could be anything.
6.
It
It could be
it could be
anything.
leadership, assuming it wasn't there before.
Could be a maimed hand.
Could be a maimed hand. Maimed hand and
Surges.
Remington is going to be a sick combo whenever it does trigger.
uh, okay, so there's still you still do the test no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it sounds like I gotta take the blame. And then I'm going to probably take a horror and lose an action. That is not cash money, view game.
Yeah.
Let's look at that discard pile again. Yeah, I gotta do it. I'll take it.
Okay.
And then I will take a risk here. I'm going to practice makes
Ooh.
perfect and
Ooh,
look
I
at the top
believe.
9.
I think you'll find something.
Well, you believe more than I do.
Wow. You found nothing.
I found
Oh,
nothing.
damn.
Anyway, 3 to 3. All right.
Yikes.
Horror and an action. Okay. Okay.
Cancel an attack of opportunity. You again, huh? Sure. We're gonna go 4 to 5. -0. We fail, nothing happens.
I would have liked to draw on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I can only move twice. That's a bit of a problem. I can go back to the rose garden.
Yep.
I can't go in here unless you go there first.
I mean, I can throw them like here, but you want to move farther away from the Queen of Hearts, right? You want to go like 2 away from her.
I have to, right? Otherwise she attacks me or gets me more suspicion.
I think that's priority.
Yeah. I mean, I can just go down here.
Yep.
That's my
It's
turn.
not terrible. Okay. Gonna move in here. I'm gonna get beamed. Let's move this guy there. Because I'm gonna come back up here. After the last clue is discovered from the kitchens, remove 2 blame from each investigator's copy of Royal Suspicion. Group limit once per game.
Seems good.
Okay, I need to draw a card though because I need like something to work with. That is something to work with. 1, 2. So she's gonna move here,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of good because like if you move to the hedge maze, she can live in the rose garden for a bit.
Yeah. All right. Upkeep. I already put the doom there for some reason. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Did I had to remove this honed instinct from the game.
Okay. I flip the cat.
Okay.
No cards here. Taking horror is kind of spooky, but I have nothing to commit up for this, so we're at 3 to 3.
Just get a 0, I believe.
That
-1.
is a -1. So
That's
that's
not bad, man.
choosing to discard a card is probably the way here.
Yeah, it's pretty mid, pretty mild.
I know it sounds strange, but it's going to be that.
Bye. Well, I mean, it does that. You have only 1 gun and it's empty, so.
Yeah.
Not the donut!
Oh, it's the tarts.
Okay, we're going to go 4 to 3, and we're just going to pass. Yay!
You're having the good luck right now,
I am having the good luck right now. There's no denying that.
other than
Not,
the
I mean,
lack of stuff in play.
yeah, I mean, both of us are kind of having that though right now. Neither of us, I would say, we have an impressive situation here.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna just be drawing some cards because I need to find something to work with. And this is that downside that we were talking earlier about how I just gotta draw a damning testimony.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't play any of these because I need the damning testimony.
I think I'm just
Um,
gonna
uh,
walk through him and have him go somewhere.
Hell yeah, just kill him slowly through Hunter's armor.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not parlaying. There's literally no downside, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just believe in a 4v3 investigate. No, that's okay.
Okay. You also need to enter this at some point so I can get a path through.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna do the thing I said. I'm gonna move here.
Yep.
You try to give directions to one of the lost courtiers. This is not my location. I need to be in the other one. Okay. Well, we're not doing that. I could go to the throne room. Nope, don't want to do that. I guess I have to stay here.
Mhm.
Fine. I will.
Well, Zamakona, maybe you actually do just die.
Uh, not likely. Not unless there's something else I need to fight. I would like to play this bandolier instead.
Nice.
And then you're gonna go. Which way should he go?
Maybe to the throne room so we can keep poking him to death.
Yeah. I will draw a
I mean, I
card.
don't know if I'm ever going to parlay again, to be honest with you, if I'm looking at my deck here.
I take a horror. Yep.
Ouchie.
Okay, so that was two. And then.
Like you said, we just have to draw. We've been drawing all of our weaknesses. That means we won't draw them later.
Um, like I can fight something. I'm holding on to some stuff, but it's like a lot worse if I am just poking at these guys one on one. It was like the
Yep.
situation we were in before. I would like to have that kind of again. I'll
Okay.
just gain a resource.
Cool. All right. She's going to go down here. My deck is so frustrating.
So funny. Okay. Am I gonna get something to fight?
Uh,
Oh,
I'm going to draw 4 cards. I'm going to play take 4 actions, and most of it's probably just going to be drawing cards and stuff.
okay. We have to find the executioner
All right.
and spawn him normally. I like that. Nice job, Beard. Okay, spawn at the guard barracks or the dungeons. Probably. Well, I kind of want him here,
Sure.
but I can't go in there. Do you think you could
I'll
walk
go
in
in.
there? Okay,
Yeah, I'll go in.
great. Uh, Queen of Hearts gains alert. 7 rounds.
Okay.
There is another thing after that. I will shuffle this. Brain teaser. Ew. Well, good thing I don't have that hyperphysical shotcaster anymore, huh?
Yep. I can solve a brain teaser, no problem.
Okay.
Oh, it's next to the agenda deck too,
Oh,
so
it's actually
yeah,
everyone's. Got it.
yeah. Man, this frenzy's actually gonna kill me.
Man, the failed on that was actually really bad. What do you got?
Yes, yeah.
What a good card.
Let's place a doom on the current agenda, but it's gonna go on this brain teaser instead.
Okay. That seems actively good.
Good. Yeah, that seems actually like we're okay. All right, let me go first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move in here. Okay. I'm gonna spend 1-2, and I'm gonna play a breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna commit a con.
That's gonna make him be aloof.
He's already aloof, right?
Right. Okay. So I have to move, engage. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
I'm gonna commit a contemplative to this as well. So we're gonna go 8-2. Yay! I'll grab 2 clues. We're gonna evade him, and then I'm gonna move up into this location. And then I'm gonna take a damage. Oh my god. I think it's gonna go on Walter.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna lose. I'm definitely losing a card at random, but that's just life. Hopefully it's the right one. I move, I engage, and we throw a gun.
Oh, let's go.
All right. So when it leaves play, that's the first thing that happens. We get the above ability, which is 6-3. We can use both Bruiser Bucks on this.
Cool.
Okay, that's
Nice.
2 damage. Then it leaves play, and we get +3, 8-3. Yes.
Nice.
All right, he's gone. Does anything happen when he gets defeated? Nope. Okay, I discard a random card. Please don't. Okay, that's fine.
It must have been good if you were upset, if you were happy with a vicious blow.
Yeah. I don't have a gun
All right,
anymore, but you know, at least I didn't lose one.
that's okay. I don't have anything. So you and I were basically just kindred spirits.
I think that Cheshire Cat thing. Hang on, did I succeed by exactly one on any of that?
No,
No,
you had a -2, and then the
minus.
minus, then like the
I was
yeah
-3 when I was up 5 to 3. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. All right.
All
Uh,
right. No, Doom goes on the brain teaser.
once per phase. What is this? I don't understand.
It's a little brain teaser. We have to solve it.
But but it okay. But it's just a two. Okay. I will not complain.
Humpty,
uh,
Dumpty, let's go, brother. Give us some. You would have been great ages ago.
here
Oh, you're
now.
giving me the cursed cat. Oh, you take
Ah,
it back. I don't
no.
want him. It's yours.
Okay, all right. I don't know how I'm dealing with this guy.
Test foot 1. This test gets increased by 2 for every 2 card enemies in the encounter discard pile. How many are there?
1, 2, 3. That's it.
So I'm testing 4 to 2. We can go 6 to 2 with this manual dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bait this guy, yeah. Get you some way out of there. Okay. During this lightning bolt window, I'm going to search the top 9.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Finally.
Okay.
I'll go if that's cool with you.
Yeah. So we don't want to end in either of these locations. So I'm
And I'm going
gonna
to stay where I am. Yeah, I'm staying
yeah
where. Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna I'll hide up. I'll hide back here for sure.
Hell yeah. But I'm going to gain a resource.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh my god, I can evade her with this because she's a. It doesn't say non-elite
Yeah, it's true.
for my.
The damning
Remember
testimony.
what I said, everyone at home? It was going to matter.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then for my last action, we're going to investigate, but I'm going to choose Zamakona because I would like to get this clue.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go 6 to 3. This is exhausted. 6 to 3. Nice. I'll spend an evidence to grab a clue here, placing a blame on my thing. And then I'll also grab a clue here. Okay. Okay.
Good turn.
I'm suddenly feeling a lot better.
I am not.
I need to upgrade these lucky cigarette cases and then we're going to be totally fine.
How do I do this? This guy's not a hunter. We're never coming back here.
Nope.
Okay. I moved to your location.
What's up?
Hi. Um, you're gonna get the last clue here. I will just draw a card,
Cool.
and I will play Tetsuo Mori.
Oh my god. All right, let's move the Queen of Hearts here. And then we can go upkeep.
Okay. Yeah. A weak hand. No card enemies here. And I would be happy to take some horror. Yeah, we're never playing this guy though. Let's go. +3. Did you put your tick this up as well?
I didn't know, so we should be at 15.
15.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, brother.
Okay. I could I could kill him
Sure, sure. We don't need to move from this location.
because of what, the Queen of Hearts?
Oh, I can exhaust her.
Ooh.
I can extort her.
Okay. Right, because you don't need to spend. You spend the evidence to evade instead of getting the extra clue. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it doesn't need to be an elite, like non-elite.
right.
So I can lock her down with this.
So,
I can be like, you have years of showing false accusations and you have killed countless innocent people. And then she's like, okay, okay, you're right, you're right.
all right. I probably should engage. I really don't want to.
Can I? You don't have to. Can I take an attack of opportunity?
To use Humpty Dumpty or whoever it is.
Or I was gonna say on Tetsuo, but I could do. I could just use the Griffin. Let's do that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna gain a resource. Get rid of the Griffin and the Mock Turtle. Thanks for your support, brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll play this breaking and entering,
Oh, hell yeah.
and we'll go 8-3.
You're a hero. Well,
I'm
um.
not. Do you mind if I use a Tetsuo trigger? If I could take this 1 damage on Tetsuo,
I mean, I can put the
because I'm gonna
damage
use
on
the
him. Yes,
testimony.
sure.
All right, and then we're gonna go 6-3. I'm gonna choose the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 7-3 with this fake credentials because I'm never playing that. Yeah. Okay. I'll spend an evidence to exhaust her, and I'll grab a clue here. Okay.
All right. Well,
This has been such a slapped together run of this scenario.
it's so,
Namakona's just been chilling here. I haven't done a parlay once. You've been fighting with. You've had 2 shots of a Remington. Like we're working with dust.
boy. I could do. I have like a. Oh, I have a bad turn, but maybe it's a good turn.
That'd be nice.
I'm not sure. Oh God.
Oh,
Um,
how did the Doom get on this?
it shouldn't. Yeah,
All
because
right,
I
back on the brain teaser.
it's only a test of 1 now.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. I'm taking you out.
Okay, you do 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about him? Yeah. No, I only do 1 damage when I fight. I also only
Also
do
true.
one.
Yeah, I've seen your frenzied.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. I think I need to draw a card first.
Nice.
Okay, I could do that next round. I will then engage for action 2,
Let's go.
and then we will just punch with this.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, what is this? 9 to 3?
Oh, sorry. I took a horror when this guy attacked me.
Ah, right. Okay,
Can I put that horror on Tetsuo too as well?
sure.
So imagine he's not super long for this world.
No. This is a -2, right? Executioner's not
Yes,
around?
because there's no executioner. Yeah.
Okay, so I succeed by enough. We heal one of these, put 2 there, and that is my turn.
All right.
Enemy phase. We're going to kill this guy. So what's the timing on this one? After 1 or more damage is assigned. Okay, I assign it. I deal a damage back. That is probably going to make me discard something. Which can be this hyperphysical shotcaster.
You know the card's good when
It's the worst thing
we're
in the
just
hand. I
discarding
mean,
it.
if this weren't so easy to get rid of, I might have held it around. But
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just like probably do that this next turn.
yeah. Okay. My upkeep is actually a good card. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Doom here. Questioning the answer. There is one card here, or clue.
That one clue, yeah.
I don't want to do that. I would like to.
I can
Oh,
give you a brain icon.
okay, okay. I don't have any brain icons. I could take a damage though. I think I do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. +3, 6 to 3.
Shit.
I do have enough cards though that something. Okay, okay. Right, right. Do you think I can choose the order of these? Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay. I take the horror. I'll put it onto Tetsuo.
Yeah.
We will probably just grab something from the discard pile.
Nice.
Okay, and then we lose custom mods. All right, well, that's fine. What do you got?
I have this guy.
Okay,
That's fine,
I'll shoot him.
I think. I mean, we can. I can talk to him, right?
Sure. If you want me to go like to Zamakona and kill him instead, I could do that.
Yeah. All right. Let me go first. Actually, no. I think you got to go first. I think you got to go deal with Zamakona.
All right. I'm primed for action. We've got a 45 automatic that will
Oh
pay.
my god. Oh, and the custom that we have. That would have been
I know
sick.
it's
But
unfortunate. So your fight is 3. I think I burn the 2 resources,
nice.
and then I move and shoot.
Time to die, Zamakona.
6, 7, 8 to 3. I automatically fail.
Nice.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I
You
was
see
at.
by exactly one.
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
6, 7, 8 to 3. Yep. Well,
And that puts you.
them's the breaks. This at least flips though.
He does elusive.
It's a nightmare.
You might as well put him in the hedge maze because that's where we're working towards.
Okay.
This is such a this is like Looney Tunes, man. This is like this is not a normal game of Arkham Horror. Anyways, I'm gonna place a Doom on him, but it's gonna go on the Brain Teaser instead.
Oh my god. That's 5 out of 7.
All right, so we're parlaying with this guy. I have 3 to 1. We're gonna go 4 to 1. All right, we'll evade the queen. I'll grab a clue here. We can each remove 2 blame from our suspicion.
Okay.
And then this guy's gonna get shuffled back into the deck. I'm gonna move to your location. And then I'm gonna test the Brain Teaser. I think it's time for it to go. Yeah, it can go.
See ya.
And then I'll draw a card for my last action. Why not?
You parlayed! Yay!
I did it! Let's go!
Oh.
All right. I parlayed twice in this scenario. Once for the King of Hearts and then once for the court.
Okay. 1 doom normally here.
1 of 7. Never mind the 4 turns we've already had. That's actually huge.
It is. Oh, get out of here.
Hey, it's back! Let's go! I'm ready for another Brain Teaser.
Oh my god, the beard is a madman. I gotta say, this is so much fun. Oh, we're going nuts. What's your encounter card?
Donut. I think I'm okay with the blame. I'll just pass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should I try it again?
Yeah, yeah, and I'll try to extort the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
This is a 4 shroud location though, so it's gonna be a bit harder.
I'll go in there first, right?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could also move out, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, shooty shooty, pointing at
Time to die,
Zamikana here.
Zamakona, for real this time.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8. -4
Yay.
again. That's so funny. Take him away. So yeah, do you think I should leave?
I think you should leave. Yeah, I think we just get ourselves set up.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if you come back here, we can send her to the kitchens and then have more
No,
time.
that's better. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move in here, and then I'll spend 6 of my clues.
Let's go. The Knave of Hearts. Okay, in a lonely branch of the hedge maze, so you are finally able to locate the thief, the Knave of Hearts, as you might have expected. He sits on the grass with half a plate of tarts beside him and some red smudges at the corners of his mouth. Your approach startles the knave, and he quickly stands to appraise you. You are neither guard nor card. Good, you can assist in my plan. The tarts were a start, but the queen must be driven into a greater fury. He leans into you to whisper, but keeps a bit of distance still. I've seen shadowy creatures lurking in the darkest corner of the palace. You've seen them too, haven't you? I know what they can do to people, and I have no desire to follow suit. It's funny because he's a card. The trouble is, I can't get at him. Only intense emotions seem to draw them out of hiding. The queen's rage should be bait enough, but she must be in a state of rage like never before. I can vandalize the castle to provoke her, but I shall need your assistance. What sort of assistance might that be? Let's find out. The knave may not be the most trustworthy person you've met, but the threat of Garathnika's shadows consuming the palace has forced your hand. So if we are at his location, which you are, place 1 damage token on your location, spending a clue, and move the Knave of Hearts to a connecting location. After you defeat an enemy, place 1 damage on your location. After the queen enters a location, if there's any amount of damage on that location, remove it. Equal amount of horror. We need 6. Okay. Horror on her. So we basically kind of try to trap her. Or not
Yeah.
trap, a leader into places with damage tokens on it. And he says, I don't think you can do those things.
No, but if he can join us, I want him.
Hell yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Seems really nice for string along. Just like, you were gonna attack me? No, no, no.
Okay. So you moved
Okay.
in and you spent.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I should drop a damage and then like move in here.
Yeah.
So I'll spend a clue, drop a damage token here, and then we can also do it by what? Defeating enemies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this guy doesn't move around.
He does. When you place the clue or place the damage, he moves.
Oh. Let's put him up here, and then I'll move up here.
Sure. I can also
And that
spend
seems
my
pretty
clues. I have 2.
perfect. Okay. Then we know what we're doing now. We're leading this Queen of Hearts on a wild chase.
All right. So we remove this and she gets a
What a
horror.
horror. Okay, upkeep. I'm frenzied again.
No.
Oh, you defeated an enemy. We can discard the unicorn to heal each
Oh,
of
sure.
us.
Let's do that. I'll do the damage. Okay, I put the doom here.
Time to die, punk.
Yeah, this time.
Yeah, we're done talking. Test foot 1. How many cards are in the encounter discard pile?
26. Oh, card enemies.
I was like, plus 13?
It's not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this is a foot 3 test.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go 5 to 3. Commit this bank job. I don't think we need that money. All right, man.
Okay.
How confident do you feel in frenzying this guy?
This guy, the
Yeah,
noble.
yeah.
Um, let's do it.
All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
You punch me again. That's about worst case scenario.
I can't because he's engaged with me.
Oh, let's go.
All right, let's do a practice makes perfect.
Nice.
And let's look at the top 9. There's only 11 cards left. And that's not the vicious blow, but at least we found something.
Mhm.
So that gets me to 5. Um, yeah,
-2.
-2 is good enough. Okay, that is good.
Oh my god, I'm done with my frenzy.
I'll get this back. And do we need to move? We do need to move.
Uh, yeah, and also when you damage this guy, when you kill this guy, we get a bonus of damage here too. So
Okay. So we'll go again at this time 7
yeah, 7-2 seems good.
minus or +2. Great. We love it. That guy actually dies this time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I drew the card. I don't think I drew the card off the first overpower. Okay.
I don't think you did. I
That's
feel like we want to loop back this way because we have a guy we can kill.
mm-hmm. Is there any reason to
But
get our suspicion down even further that we know of?
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
How is there another agenda after this?
I know that's crazy. The brain teasers have really given us a little bit of leeway here.
Okay. Strange. Anyway, right. I think I just move then back to the kitchen.
Yeah, seems good. All right. Well, I'm gonna spend a clue to drop a damage here, and then move this guy up here.
Hello.
And I can spend your clues, right? No, you have to do it. I'm gonna move up here, and honestly, I'm gonna just play this other string along. Why not?
All right, move her in. She gets 2.
2 horror. Okay, halfway there. We can go upkeep.
There's that card.
13th vision. Perfect time for this 13th vision.
Okay. I find the executioner.
Which he should be aloof.
Yep. We have done very well with the blame.
Yes. Yeah, it was the roughest start, but I think me going and getting all my blame gone ultimately was good. So we can spawn him. Does he spawn? Did we just draw him normally? Yeah, so we can spawn him like over in the dungeons if we wanted.
Oh. I sure. I don't think it matters too much.
No, we just probably won't have to even interact with him.
Connecting location.
I'll put a doom on him, but put it on the puzzle box, please.
The never-ending agenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I will need to spend my clue.
Yeah.
And then I'll go shoot.
I can go first and try to evade one of these guys.
I don't think it matters.
Okay, then you go first.
Okay, we place a clue down,
Nice.
which is a damage.
Got it.
Move this guy over here.
All right, we'll be done when she comes into this room.
Yeah. And then we take a shot at the card guard diamonds with this vicious blow and the bruiser.
Nice. Nice.
And this is the good side. Okay, good. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
-3. Okay, this guy's gone.
Is that you?
That's me.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of this 13th vision, and I'm gonna move into this location.
Cool. Hunter's Armor kills the Court Sycophant. So we should put
Oh,
2
sorry. We should
damage
have
down.
two damage down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This guy can come like up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same. So we'll put him up here. He'll go to the courtroom.
Okay.
See who he needs to kill. Then go upkeep.
Mm-hmm. 5 out of 7. Okay. Another thing to kill.
Hey, what's up, brother?
We found the enemies.
We did. I'm gonna try to evade my guy at
Mm-hmm.
6 to 2. I'll draw 2 cards. I'm gonna beguile this guy.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna evade him. We'll go 4 to 0. He's evaded. And then I'm gonna move down here.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm gonna go all the way to the Rose Garden. Go out where we came in.
That's right. I could try to remove a suspicion. Might be kind of fun.
You could go up here and just pay off the king.
Oh, I could.
We could both end at 0. There might be something. I'm not sure. I don't think there is, but it could be worth. Yeah. No, because now the queen's gonna come here. Sorry. So you can't.
I can move back.
Oh yeah.
No, I was here. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Now I'll do this test.
Might as well. Yeah. Try here. Try here.
Okay. A brain test, maybe? Yeah, this is funny. How about this? I will put this Remington into play, which gets me a boost of 1.
Oh, that's funny. It is.
And then
It
I'll
does.
commit this and take a direct damage.
Yeah.
Uh,
Here, what?
can I commit again or no? All those things already happen at once. No. Okay.
Yeah, they happen at once. So you're 7, I think. 7 to 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
I fail by exactly 1. Right?
Don't
Was that
you
7?
know you pass by
Oh, sorry.
0.
4,
Yeah,
5, 6, 7. Yeah, I pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I am no longer suspicious.
All right. She can move in here. She'll take 2, and then we can advance.
Hell yeah. And we leave the brain teaser in play.
Yeah. That the king can solve that.
Yeah. Your attempts at provoking the queen's short temper reach immediate success. Between your direct interference and the knave's expert sabotage of the castle, the queen of hearts has been pushed past her limit. Off with all your heads! She blasts, her face red as her own roses as she begins a tantrum. Shadows shift around the castle, reaching toward the queen in the midst of her meltdown. We didn't see any of those enemies. I thought they were going to shuffle in like some of those shadow enemies, but maybe that happens later.
Didn't.
R2.
Oh, there's a before resolving. There's one.
Ah.
On this one.
Mm,
okay, no, we're good. We're good.
No one was defeated. Felt a little touch and go there at the first.
For the first little bit, but then we somehow stabilized and it became a cakewalk.
Yeah. Okay. Your opportunity to attack arrives as the shadows rush out toward the queen in her over-emotional state. You strike at the dark creatures, expecting the knave to join you, but he stands and stares at the queen, taken completely aback. The queen has seized her executioner's axe and is focusing her anger toward destroying the advancing shadows. You slow your own assault and eventually stop to join in the knave's staring as the queen slices the dark minions to ribbons, screaming for blood and murder all the while. It feels like barely any time has passed before every last shadow in the queen's palace has either fallen to her furious assault or retreated away from the castle. Neither you nor the knave had predicted this outcome at all, but it certainly was effective. I wanted to join in on that, honestly. I got three weapons in my hand now. Okay. So, one more under the strength of Wonderland, so we have 10.
Yep, 10.
Queen destroyed the shadows in a fit of rage.
No, 11. We have 11.
11 now. Okay. Victory 5. And count the amount of blame in play at the end of the scenario. If there is 6 or more total blame among all copies, resolution 3. Otherwise, we go to resolution 6. How interesting.
All right, Beard, give us some of that juicy bonus XP.
Okay, even after the shadows have been chopped to bits, the queen keeps up with her furious attacks, dicing them into yet finer bits while screaming about her tarts. You and the knave wait until the queen has worn herself out before you dare approach her. She whirls around to meet you, but her expression has lifted to a smile. Vermin of some sort, I might have guessed that they would steal my lovely tarts. The knave quickly affirms her false suspicion, and you nod in agreement, not wanting to provoke the queen any further. If only I wasn't forced to dispose of them myself. I require a new executioner. The queen's eyes settle on you at once as she shoves the axe into your hands. You will do. My congratulations. She marches off, calling for the fresh batch of tarts on the double as she goes. The knave pulls you aside as soon as the queen is out of sight. I hadn't expected success on that scale, or any scale, really. I had intended to take my leave as soon as the shadows had been drawn out, but you really did complicate things for the better, I must say. All of this is, I suppose, to say I do owe you quite a bit. If I can assist you, within reason, of course, then I shall be willing to do so. Within reason, he says, there's none of that to be had in Wonderland, but you'll have plenty of use for the knave's underhanded talents all the same. Another tally mark. The knave of hearts, the executioner's axe.
All right. It's very good.
Well, then, I think I'll just keep loading up on weapons, considering I don't have that many, it seemed. They all came out at the end.
I'll Yeah, and I'll take the Knave of Hearts because, as I said, he seems very good for me.
Yeah. It was so funny. There was a draw where I drew like the 45 automatic, and then I took another draw, and then it was the other copy. For a while, all I was
Oh,
seeing
that's
was
funny.
the shotcaster. Um, my hand before I did the reshuffle was actually quite good,
Yeah.
and then it became awful.
Okay.
Where's the other guy?
We have to
The
go to the
bellman.
Duchess on 17 as well. Yeah, the Bellman. Like you're like, I'm not gonna play you. I'm not playing you this scenario.
Okay. It's a rare enough event to find any sort of hospitality in the vast expanse of Wonderland, so the sudden appearance of an English country manor gives you definite pause. You advance quickly to the manor and shout a greeting to the two figures seated outside the main door. Both are dressed in the fine uniforms of aristocratic servants, albeit one is a frog and one is a fish. They glance at
Oh.
you lazily and do not rise from their seats, only sighing wistfully. An awful commotion sounds dully through the door, although the two footmen seem not to hear it. If you've more messages, you'll simply have to wait. The frog footman croaks at you. We've been waiting for weeks and we still can't get in. You ask if the door is locked. No, the fish footman burbles. This time it was burbling. But it's a footman's job to let people in. And if we're not inside, well, the two footmen sigh a second time and go back to staring up at the sky dumbly. You give the footman a nominal thanks and open the door for yourself. The inside of the manor is utterly chaotic. Toppled furniture and display pieces litter the floors, and the wallpaper has been shredded systematically. Each step brings you closer to the source of the noise, which you can only guess is a monster of some kind by the shrieking, clanging, and scrambling you hear emitting from the kitchen. Determined not to be caught by another of Wonderland's surprises, you ready yourself for a fight before you enter. You burst through the kitchen door just in time to dodge a thrown piece of crockery. A woman in the regal attire of a duchess stands beside her cook, both of them staring down an enormous shadowy boar, but both also looking. Whoop, there we go. Looking more annoyed than frightened. The Duchess scolds the monster severely and hurls pots and pans while her cook does the bulk of the fighting with any utensils at hand. You'll catch a beating yet, the Duchess shrieks as she grabs for more dishes. The cook hurls a butcher's cleaver at the boar. We call that in the biz a meat cleaver. Who swats it out of the air with
Really,
a
is that you?
exactly with a feral cry. Peter Sylvester, where are you? Pepper. The air must be thick with pepper. The brutish noblewoman clangs two ladles together as she calls again and again for pepper. The cook staves off the monster with a carving knife as she joins in the calls for pepper. As you prepare to take action, you spy a lone pepper grinder sitting atop the counter next to you. Pepper the pig. I mean, sure, might as well try it. Shake it up. You grab the pepper
All
grinder,
right.
half questioning your own actions and half assuring yourself that Wonderland has its own bizarre logic, even if you can't make heads or tails of it. The handle whirls around easily, grinding the peppercorns and sending out a cloud of spice far denser than you expected. Seconds later, the entire kitchen is blanketed with pepper. You hold your nose, but the sneeze escapes you all the same. The shadowy boar joins you in wild sneezing, while the Duchess and cook, who are completely unaffected, cheer, still hurling dishes at the beast. You can't make out a thing, but you can tell that the sneezes of the beast are growing more and more frenzied, almost as frenzied as Alessandra with her weakness, until a single mighty explosion clears the room of pepper along with the fading shadow creature. In the spot where the monster once stood, a baby with big like features lies in a bundle of cloth. It wails loudly, still sneezing as the Duchess prances over to pick him up. There, that will teach you to throw a tantrum just to annoy us. You lower your weapons and scratch the back of your head in confusion, but the Duchess is completely delighted, and the cook has returned to preparing some unappealing soup. Come now, sing with us, dear. Speak gruffly to your little boy and beat him when he sneezes. What? Anyway, one more strength. So we're up to like
Yep.
13 or 14 now.
13.
Oof.
Yeah.
We get the Duchess and a cultist token, and we have yet one more part of the interlude to read,
Yep.
which is our
For reference, the Duchess is she cancels the cultist token, so
we have a full
like the other ones.
we have a full set.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Guidance from Alice. You exit the Duchess's manor to find the two footmen exactly where you left them. They look to you with the same dull expressions as before. Got what you came for? Yeah, this great card to put into our encounter deck next time. The frog footman asks
Yeah.
drearily. You're really not sure how to respond, but the fish footman doesn't give you a window to speak. I doubt it, he bubbles, or else bubbling this time, burbling before, or else this message
Mhm.
wouldn't have arrived. He gestures to an enormous letter leaning up against the courtyard stones with your name written across the envelope. You wonder for a moment who could possibly know that you would be at the Duchess's manor for such a brief span of time, and the answer soon occurs to you: Alice herself. You'd hope that getting help in the form of a letter would have been more direct and clear than the other forms of assistance Alice had given you. Unfortunately, you find the letter to be a jumbled mess of unrelated words. Is Alice's ability to contact you really this limited? You studied the paper for several minutes, wondering just what the message is trying to convey. Some of the words you recognize based on your recent experiences, while others hint at challenges and dangers you have yet to brave. You carefully discount the out of place words until the remaining ones begin to make sense as directions. You double and triple check the letter, doubting your ability to make sense of this weirdness, but ultimately set off again through Wonderland if for no reason than to leave the chaotic manor behind you. And we'll be playing Tempest in a Teapot the next time we play.
Get
Woo!
ready for that one. That's like the complicated one.
Really? Okay.
So it's gonna be a good time.
What'd you think of this one this time round?
I love this one. It's very tense at the beginning with the queen, and then like you actually actively feel like you're outsmarting her in
Mm-hmm.
the last part of it, which is it's a very fulfilling like design accomplishment on Beard's side.
I really like the we kind of had the dungeons open pretty early, and we were
Yes,
like,
that was
well, you know
nice.
what, maybe we should get this done now. And then we suddenly had three enemies where there weren't any before. Oops.
Yes, yeah. It was kind of like the choke point, but what was crazy is it turned out pretty all right. We were able to climb out of that pit.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you did. You were trying to draw out of the bad hand you had, right, with the where's the party.
Yep, yep.
But
And I mean, ultimately, us getting the executioner there did allow us to do this, which was nice because we actually didn't have to stress about this at all. It was just like, oh, we evade him, and then we get to defeat him. Right? It was really nice.
yeah, Uh, I mean, this thing where I probably could have put one more blame, but I didn't. I mean, who knew what I was going to draw from the encounter deck, right? It just happened to be
Yeah.
like the worst thing to draw right then.
Yes, it was, but it also helped us evade the queen. I think like overall, it
Hmm.
turned out to be. the right choice if I look back at like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And big shout out to you, Brain Teaser. You really took a lot of stress off.
There's two more agendas. They could have
No, there was one.
one
Yeah,
more, but
what this
like
one then? Yeah,
this whole one basically.
yeah.
What happens on the other side of this one? You just get them.
Just spawns the executioners back.
Okay. This is a bit of a brain teaser.
It
So,
is, yeah.
like, when would this be? So how would this be bad? So if it comes into play later in an agenda, would that make any difference?
No, I don't think so.
Because maybe because the
Because then it's just
difficult.
like an agenda, but like you can like get the turns off, right?
As long as it can pass the test, I suppose, right? If it comes in
Yeah.
early in the agenda, you can get it down to 0, no problem. Um,
If it came in at like 5, I could see that being an issue. Um, but even then, like it could essentially buy you like an action for a whole turn, like if things go well.
Maybe we're reading this wrong. Is it supposed to be in? I think we played it as instead. Maybe it's not supposed to be instead.
It is not supposed to be instead. We did play this wrong. Uh-oh!
But it does say would be placed, so it's like maybe it should have said when it is placed. Like doesn't really the would be doesn't do anything here.
Yes.
We would have gotten rid of it.
Yeah. I don't think it would have. Like I would have had the window to do something with it.
Yeah, and
I think
therein
even if we did, we would have been at 2 agenda on like 2 doom on this one, right?
right. That's true.
Yeah.
Um,
No, the wording is because would be implies instead. So
instead,
I think
that is the
that's
brain
why we both
teaser.
made that mistake. It is, yeah. It's the rules of Arkham. Yeah.
All right, that makes more sense now. If it is like you put it here also, so it's like double doom until you get rid of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have even played the shotcaster to get rid of it at some point. I had one hand was like I had nothing. I had no way to deal damage except for maybe throwing the shotcaster into play, wherever the hell it is here. I could have played it for action one and then thrown it away with the act of desperation in my hand. And then I was going to be
Oh,
like, 2 damage. And I was thinking I
yeah.
could have used it before that as the second action to remove this.
Yeah. So we had ways. We misplayed it, but I think if we read it, if we passed the brain teaser, I think we would have been able to figure that out.
Yeah, and even if not,
Which is good because I think the brain teaser does come back. I think we have to see it one more time.
okay.
So
And even if not, we would have. There's another whole round or another
yeah.
whole agenda. So
the
all right.
the thing I learned is that my deck is incredibly fragile, and I solved that by not solving the problem and continue to put XP into my customizable cards. So
Did you already decide what you're doing for your upgrade?
yeah, I did. Yeah, well,
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not sure it matters because it was just a question of like drawing stuff. I still don't want to put XP into the shotcaster to deal damage. Like I don't think that's the way. But maybe I just don't get tempted by the cat. I'll just lose the resources
maybe yeah,
because the cat was also made me fail again on the succeed by exactly
yeah.
one.
I'm glad we noticed it.
Yeah. All right, that's it for us today. We'll see you next week.